Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 9 of Let's Play Illusion of Gaia, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Alright, right now we're at this giant Nazca painting, which is shaped like a condor, so we should go investigate and see what we can find regarding the mystic statues. Haha, don't be in such a hurry. Wait for everyone else. It's scary. I'll stay with Neil. Yes, rocks and, what looks like chalk or carvings. Yeah, they're very intimidating. Oh my god, they're so scary. Doesn't there seem to be a pattern in the way the rocks are scattered around? Up until now, all I've done is go to school, study, and play. Sometimes I wonder if my being here isn't all a dream. It's not a dream. Don't worry, Lance. When you look at it this way, it's like the white lines at an athletic event. Maybe the ancient Nazca people ran the 100-yard dash here. Ugh, Kara. Trust me, if I did not have brain tumors, which I don't, you're probably gonna give them to me. Seriously. This is the condor's stomach. If you dig here, you might find eggs. It's a joke, haha. Don't be so serious. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if you're testing my patience on purpose. Yeah, she's a typical ditz. Okay, I'm seeing lots of rocks around here. It looks like some kind of pattern. What's this? Is that a member of the Moon Tribe? Coo-coo-coo! Why, yes it is! Where's it going? It went all the way over here. And it just left. Maybe I should go see everyone again. The ancients were amazing! I wonder why they made this. I don't know, maybe they like birds. It must be great to paint such a huge painting on a natural canvas. I'd say. We'll talk about it when everyone comes back. Everybody did come back. The mystic statue that Will spoke of is somewhere on this plane? I thought I'd seen the paintings before. But doesn't this condor look like Cygnus? Of course! I hadn't noticed. When we look at it, we see Cygnus, but ancient people probably saw just a condor. Ah! I've got it! Look! Look where the rocks are on the ground. They're positioned like the stars in the constellation of Cygnus. Of course! Cygnus has 9 stars, and there are 9 stones. Where is the red star that appeared recently? Now, if you were paying attention to the constellation while Will and Kara were drifting around the water, they did see the constellation of Cygnus, but it was somewhere around the left foot. Of course, at the joint of its left foot. Let's check the left foot. I'm pretty sure even if you got it wrong, you would eventually have to guess left foot. So it doesn't really matter if you get it wrong. Not bad. It's exciting as inventing something. We're working on a puzzle that explorers and archaeologists have never solved. A riddle in a constellation. Kind of romantic. There's a tile buried in the sand. When Will's flute touched it, there was a rumbling sound. And now it's starting to get dark. Hey! Something huge is coming down! Will! Oh, hang on a second. Somebody just pocket dialed me by mistake. I don't need to answer that. Now we're at the Sky Garden. There's a strange garden floating in the sky over Nazca. On the ground, Neil and my friends look like tiny ants going back and forth. Could the paintings be an airport for the Sky Garden? Who knows? We meet again! Coo-coo-coo! You're a strong boy to have come this far. I've always been strong. This Sky Garden is our mode of transportation. There are 4 crystal balls in 4 locations. Find each one in clockwise order. Drop off the cliff at the front and back to find the upside down world. Upside down world? So, in other words, you can probably approach the Sky Garden from underneath it. That's very interesting to say the least. Okay, so we have to look for crystal balls in each area. Speaking of balls, there's a whole lot of them in the shape of a snake. Don't worry about the exploding balls, these ones cannot hurt you. Be careful with these sentries over there, because their lasers cannot be deflected. Therefore, you have to avoid them. So just watch their heads so you can see where the laser is going. And after you hit them, they'll use their rocket fists on you. These can be deflected, so you don't have to worry about those. Therefore, these enemies can be quite easy. I really like the music here in the Sky Garden. It really sets an epic tone. Then again, a lot of tracks in this game do that. Let's see. Can we find that crystal ball nearby? Let's kill all these enemies here first. Making balls explode like a boss. I almost got hit by that laser. There we go, that wasn't too bad. What else is up over here? There's a chest. Ah, red jewel. Nice. Okay, that Moon Tribe person or ghost said something about dropping off a cliff and you pop up on the back. And you do just that, too. Now you come across tougher versions of enemies. The red sentries do the lasers as before. However, their fists cannot be deflected. But they don't go all the way. Not to mention the ball snakes are a little bit bigger, faster, and whenever they die, the remaining balls do hurt you when they explode. Therefore, you have to avoid them. So as you can see, the back garden has the toughest enemies, and the front of the garden has the easiest ones. There. Let me take care of that snake. Snake! 6 more enemies. Unfortunately, you cannot destroy those flames. Fireballs. Therefore, you have to avoid them. So far, this dungeon is not very hard. Just too bad you can only come here once. Then again, most areas in the game are like that. Not many places you can backtrack. Very disappointingly. This is just where I came from. Okay, I'll go this way then. Let me drop down. What's this? Ah, an herb. I got the urge to herbal! Yeah. There's only one more enemy here. And one more chest. So I'm not done with the northeast section. Now, of course, ball snakes. Ow! Ow! Defense up! Damn. Okay, I'll drop down here then. I suppose this is where the crystal ball is. There's nowhere else to look in this sector. Now I get more health. Okay, these statues are not too bad. Really, it's not the statue you're supposed to attack, but rather the sword. Once you take out the sword, the statue is completely useless. Not to mention, well, I didn't have to move the statue to still get to that chest, but I did it anyway, just to know that you can. In case that statue's in the way, use your flute. It's got the power of magnets. Now I gotta head back. Let's head back to the hub. I don't think I have too far to walk, at least. Now I have to go through 3 more sectors. Let's go. I still can't get over how great this game is, in my opinion. I might as well send this over to Jim. Take this crystal ball, put it in here. Now, as you can see, it looks like it's creating some sort of bridge. We'll see what happens once we get it all assembled. And where the central area takes us. I gotta deal with more sentries, and I could not avoid that laser. And I forgot to put my block up. How that laser did not hit me, I have no idea. Now I'm putting up my defenses. Eh, you didn't get to use your rocket fists. You fail. Alright, now I got to attack the sword again. Luckily, it tells you where it's going. Right, let me move this out of the way. So I gotta make a big dash. And that's how it's done. Okay, let's continue. Hey, did you actually go back to this guy? There we go. Move you out of the way. Now, I'm guessing I can transform as Frieda in here. Yes, I can. So let's do this! Now, I am armed with a sword. And Dark Gaia doesn't have any hints for me, therefore I don't need to know anything else. So let us continue on. I'll leave that sword alone. Ah! I can still deflect your rocket fists, even with a sword. I guess I have to go this way, of course. There's only one path. Okay, and that red sentry is well protected, so I'll have to use Dark Friar to attack it. Good to know I still have that option to attack from afar. I'll take that. Okay, 8 more enemies in this area. Looks like I'll have to be swapping from back to front a lot. Ooh, nice! Got 2 hits from that one Dark Friar. I like that. Maximum efficiency. Power up! How many more enemies in this area? Okay, none. So I'm guessing the crystal ball should be in the back. Because there was no other treasure chest on the front side. Uh-oh, that's gonna be a lot of balls raining down. It's raining balls! No hallelujah, okay? Okay, let me get a Dark Friar right. I want to hit both these guys at once, and it didn't really give me a lot of results, except for them to get off the laser. Guy's still blocking the chest. There, get more health. Now I have to avoid these. Done. I got another crystal ball, and that's 2. And 2 more to go. Get out of my way. No more enemies here, so this place is now clear. Okay, they even got the little ladders there from when I sidled earlier. That's a really nice touch. They really knew how to design this level for the front and the back to put in all that detail. They did a really great job of this game, Enix did. Guess many people will still say that Enix put in better RPGs than Square did for the Super Nintendo. I mean, would I say they did? I can't really say, because each company did put in a lot of good RPGs. Just for the Super Nintendo alone, not to count the other consoles that they worked on. But yeah, games like this were really good. But I also enjoy Secret of Mana and the Final Fantasy games too. Therefore, there's no clear-cut favorite, just that everyone succeeded in pleasing us. And in some cases disappointed us too. That's for over here. I need 2 more. I might as well just go over there and save my progress. I'm gonna stop the video right here, and in the next parts, we're gonna continue getting the rest of these. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching.